Okay, we've just come up to La Gomera. I had the GoPro on before, but I've just pulled in after about 15 minutes and it's not on, so the battery I think was dead. So we're going to head off and I'll chat to you in a minute once we get going. So I'm going to assume that no one's heard anything of what we've been doing so far. We've come over to La Gomera for the day, which is an island about, I don't know, must be 20-30 miles I expect from Tenerife. Sailed from Los Cristianos this morning, about a 40-minute sail, and we are spending the day here. And the road up to where we've just set off from was brilliant. Honestly, was fantastic. I hope that we've seen some of it. You've seen some of it on the GoPro footage, but the battery, I'm not sure how long that lasted for. I don't know why it only lasted 15 minutes. I charged it yesterday. Oh, caught me there a little bit. I wasn't looking where I was going. So you can see these views on these roads are just phenomenal. It's like something in Colombia, I'd expect. La Gomera has got its own microclimate. There's a national park. There's a park, Garanger National Park it's called. So it's fairly protected. It's a gorgeous island. I've been here twice before. And we're heading down to a place called Playa de Santiago, which is a little, well, it's nothing more than a village really. So there's this winding road that takes us all the way down to Playa de Santiago. The airport is nearby there. No one really uses the airport. It's built, but I've seen a few helicopters taking off and landing there, but no aeroplanes. We'll see that just as we come out from Playa de Santiago. But it's really windy here. A lot windier than I thought it was going to be. We're coming up the road from San Sebastian, which is the port we arrived in. There's a really strong winds buffering around. Pala. Don't know how you'd say it, but that's where we're coming to. Just see random houses built on the cliff edge where we were staying there, but there's going to be lots of opportunities for me to stop and show you the different places. So this is a village with about 8 houses in it, that's it. But the views are just phenomenal. I'll keep using that word a lot today. I think it's going to be my favourite word of the day. Phenomenal! Heading up again, but we will head down to the coast. This is the road down to Playa de Santiago, which I've been there once before in a previous life. Spent 2 weeks there actually, which is a very small place to spend 2 weeks. But there are 2 resorts there. There's the Holiday Property Bond Resort. There's also a big hotel complex that's there as well. So I was saying a bit earlier on, I don't know if you caught it on the GoPro, but I was saying that I reviewed some of this footage on from yesterday on Tenerife when we went to Mount Tidi, and this bike sounds like it's a kind of a 125, and it's not at all. It's a lovely bike. I'm really impressed with it. Really smooth, and it's got a lot of grunt. but it doesn't sound like it on the GoPro. But we've changed the road surface here. It's suddenly gone quite bumpy and a few potholes. Looks like it's changing back again in a moment. Here we are. The road coming up from San Sebastian was beautiful. The surface, the quality of the surface was great. Yeah, I feel that wind coming through the tunnel there. Just don't know how tight these bends are going to be when you come to them. We're in the tunnel, guys, with sunglasses on. Not a good move. For a moment there I could see squat diddly. Again, we're heading down now. I seem to remember this is pretty much we go down now towards the coast. Just hoping you're picking up these views on the left and the right. If you leave this road, it's good night. Because the drops down there are phenomenal. Again, phenomenal. There's the word. Word of the day, guys. So a steep descent now into Playa de Santiago. Feel the warmth again now. It's a bit cold at the top, but it's warming up again. That's the good thing about a bike. Still staying in 4th gear pretty much down here. Say we're in no rush at all. There's enough roads here for about a couple of days travelling, I expect. We're going to hit the main ones. The plan that we're going to look for is to go down to Playa de Santiago and then come out the other side by the airport. We'll stop by the airport so you can see it. It's quite a dramatic kind of runway on a cliff. So we'll stop there to have a look and then we'll head back up right to the top again where we're going to hit one of the minor roads. No idea what a minor road means on this island. Something that Gordon's bike might handle fairly well. My bike, probably not. So we'll see what that looks like. And that'll take us to the other side of the island. Twisty little roads here, quite nice. Little chicanes. Again, not much traffic heading this way, past one car. I certainly feel the heat now. Again on a lovely road surface again. You see the sea in the distance. You probably won't be able to make out the difference between the sky and the sea on the GoPro, but the sea is there. You see it reflecting there, and we're heading down there. A few houses there, if you can pick it up. Playa Santiago. I thought it was Playa de Santiago. Playa Santiago. Twisting roads down here. Again, beautiful. Big right-hander coming up. These little houses, you know, just dotted around. Now, Gordon spent a lot of time in California. He kind of pretty much comparing the landscape to parts of California, the desert there. Never been, so I don't know. If you can make out the airport in the distance there, kind of a jagged zigzag pattern on the cliff face. Show you that when we get there. We can just make out the peak of Mount Teide above the clouds, kind of up that way. I don't know if you can pick it up. That's where we were yesterday. It looks amazingly high from here. You don't really get the scale of it when you're at the top of it. But here I'm pretty certain this is part of the hotel complex. A golf course, possibly in the middle of nowhere on this island. I'm really hoping the GoPro is working. It looks like it's working. The light's on, but there's nobody home. Maybe. So we're heading. Could ride these roads forever. There's Playa Santiago down there. There's the golf course on the left. Don't know if you can hear the wind. Little bump in the road. Slow these bikers down. The hotel complex there, I think. Playa. Is that the golf course? I'm not sure. But again, quite luscious once you get down here. All the flowers, and you wouldn't expect possibly to see all that. Sleepy little fishing village down there. That's where we're heading. Somewhere with a toilet, hopefully. That would be good. We're going this way, are we? Okay.
Pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely, isn't it? Yeah, it's a pretty place. Gordon's got his indicator on, doo-da, doo-da. Gordon's still got his indicator on, doo-da, doo-da. Last time I beeped him, he looked round and nearly rode into a wall. These lovely little town roads here. Indicator's been on. The indicator's on all the way down. Right down the sea now, sea level. Beautiful. We'll park up somewhere and have a drink, I think. Sorry?
I'd like to come here, Don, with kids.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Just gonna have a quick look before I switch off. It's the harbour. Absolutely lovely. Well, I shall head off.